James Veale. I'm 37 years old, even though I look 35. And I'm from the Gold Coast, but originally country boy, Roma, Charleville. So my early years has been a pretty rough and rocky one, to be honest. Backwards and forwards between, parents, either country, they can't handle me, my dad, and then back to mum, they'd send me backwards and forwards. Troubled youth. I had a motorcycle accident out on the farm, and that was about 8 years it took off me, and pretty much came to the Gold Coast and rehabilitated myself there. Became super overweight because before that I was into sports, football, anything to do with sports. That was me, that was my passion. Super fit person, couldn't fatten me really. Massive appetite. Obviously when I shattered my ankle, broke my leg, severe nerve damage, compartment syndrome, the whole deal. It took the wind out of my sails, put me back quite a bit. So I met Jared, I'm trying to remember what age it was. I think it was around 30, no, probably 28 I was. I met him on the doors as security. I used to do bouncing on the Gold Coast. And that's when I first ran into him, and we exchanged our dreams, and I was this young, vibrant little 18-year-old wanting to conquer the world. And it was great. And I'd push him up with his dreams and push him, like say, you're doing well, don't give up. And I'd always say to him, I would love to represent the brand, but never had confidence in myself to know that I could push and do it. Always like, oh, my ship has sailed, but you've got heaps of time, so go for it type of thing. So my toes were in, but not essentially the whole foot. So leading up to these events, just recently, about 9 months ago, life hit me really hard, and it was the lowest I've ever been through life, and I had a choice. I was homeless on the streets, had drug addiction problems, you name it. It was pretty bad. And I had an out-of-body experience where I was like, you know what? I could choose to sit here and become this person that I am right now, or I could fight. And so that's what we did. Made a promise to Jared and not only to myself. And there we are, we pushed forward and here we are. 8 months later, I've lost 73 kilos from 161 all the way down to 88. Managed to get body transformation down at Sydney for NABA, and then made it onto Team Australia, flew over to Korea and represented over here, got top 6 in Opens. Really great first year, super excited to conquer next year, and moving forward I'll be doing PTing, doing body transformation, and just really trying to help people that have been in my position, not only in the gym, but changing the mindset, because it's all going to start up here. And that's the main thing, is changing how you view things to conquering obviously everything else. Because once you figure it out here, up here, everything else is essentially easy, because you're just putting one foot in front of the next, because momentum's everything and it's key. Conquering upstairs was quite a difficult thing. I can't emphasize this enough. It's all about not being afraid to ask for help. Okay, so this is a big thing that, especially with males, we have a lot of pride. We don't want to ask for help. So a lot of mental problems, a lot of stuff like that, we will just push it deep down and not actually ask for help. Or we'll go about it, we'll get a gist of an idea, and we will push and go down that road. You're no less of a man not to ask for help. Every great athlete, every great person has had a push in the right direction with a great circle. Now, once again, I was saying about having someone in your corner, because life's going to hit you. Because it's not just a flat plane. It's going to go up and down. You're going to have trials and tribulations. And having somebody there in the corner that just an open ear to hear about it and an outsider's perspective is everything, because some days you do want to give up, and you'll go to this person, whoever it may be, in your close little circle that's going to push you, and you'll ask them for advice, and they'll ground you. They'll be like, hey, it's not as bad as you think it is. Let's keep pushing. Or sometimes they'll tell you straight. Crucial to have a good circle. The defining moment is learning that it's never too late, because I always used to put time on everything, and time is your most crucial component. That's the most expensive currency that you have. But I'd say the defining moment is momentum. If you stop and stay still, I've learnt through this that's when stuff starts to go wrong. You start to get lazy, the voices will come back in, and you'll be like, oh, maybe I can have a rest day today, or maybe I can do this. And you start leveling with yourself. Learning that once you put a routine down pat, that you need to actually follow the routine. Because as soon as you take a step back, that's when it starts to go south. So let's look at yourself right now. Look at what you've done, what you've achieved. How do we be better than that person yesterday? It might be doing some extra steps. It might be reading a book. It might be educating yourself, enrolling yourself into something. You're making yourself better than yesterday. Always push yourself. Always, this is the whole momentum thing. Always continue to put one foot in front of the other, no matter what life hits at you. Because when life hits you with something, you just pivot, keep pushing forward. That's the biggest thing I could say to anyone is, anyone can do this. You just gotta keep walking forward. There's so many answers to give to this, to be honest. But Jared is, as I said, he's my best mate, mentor. You know, he's been a father figure as well, you know, to me as well, even though I'm older. Funny how that works. You know what, he is so good at what he does. He's a professional. And for somebody that's so young, that's right, he's very young. He holds himself with a lot of maturity, but he has that playful side when you have a bit of fun. Developed trust over such a long time that he could say, hey, I need you to walk in that direction. I'll be like, yeah, sure. I won't question it. At the start, I used to question everything. And, you know, to have the patience to deal with me. I'm essentially, you know, he's a beautiful person, beautiful heart, big heart. When it's time to switch it on, he'll switch it on. It's like an encyclopedia. I have so many names for this man. So we've got Mr. Worldwide, we've got the Honey Pot, Magic Miller. He's got the new one now, Pump Master. Love it. I actually love it. But they're just all these little variants of him. Like wherever he goes, he lights up a room. The biggest thing I think that no one really gets to see, that I've seen over the 10 years of the friendship with him, is that he will always put himself into harm's way to help others, and he will always help others no matter how bad of a day he's going through, and he'll do it with a smile or whatnot. People are gravitated, like there's that gravitational pull, and he has that. And wherever he goes, he helps people. And that's a genuine quality that's very hard to find in people. And when you do find somebody like that out there for yourself, I suggest, you know, you don't let go of that person. Yeah, no worries.